What did the YouTube? It's your boy Shannon with the Bird and One broadcast coming at you with this week's power rankings. You already know what it is. We coming out hot. We're gonna get right to it. Be sure to hit that like, hit the subscribe, show your boys some love so I can keep these videos coming your way. All right, so we're gonna come in at 32. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. I think a lot of people got this team here. The Tennessee Titans, right? The Tennessee Titans, they just don't look like a good team right now. Cam Ward is doing this. He's trying his best, but that coaching is just the coaching isn't getting them to where they need to be. So we're just gonna keep them right where they're at. 31. We're gonna have the Jets. A lot of people have have the Jets all the way at the bottom, but I still think there's promise there. Do I think they're making the playoffs? No. So that take is already dead. Do I think? Do I see any wins in their foreseeable future? I don't know where you're at exactly, but yeah, they're just not looking good right now. But I got faith in Justin Fields, Brees Hall, Sauce. Like I don't know, man. I'm not blaming anything on the coaching. It's Aaron's. This is his first year there. Obviously, give him time. I'm adamant in the whole give coaches like 3 years, minimum to turn franchises like that around. I hate when coaches get fired, but wait, we'll see, we'll see. They're doing their thing, and then I'm putting Bengals. I'm putting them all the way down here. Um, and I'm recording this video post trade, post Joe Flacco. So at first I didn't know about that. Well, no, I did these rankings before the trade. And then after the trade, I'm just not going to make any changes because it's just Joe Flacco, no shade to him, Super Bowl champion. Shout out to Joey Joe. But I need to see how he looks in the system. So we'll see. That defense is terrible. O line is horrendous. It's so unfortunate that we're not getting to see Joe Burrow play this season because he's awesome to watch. But yeah, they're just terrible at all on all cylinders. So I got the Bengals at 30th. Then I got the Giants over the Bengals. Yeah, that was a terrible loss to the New Orleans. But yeah, Jackson Dart, he shows promise. There's an immediate shift in the ceiling and the ground. Soon as he hit, soon as New York had him at the helm, once they replaced Russell, and it's apparent. He might be the future of their franchise. He looks really good on the ground and in the air. Obviously, he made a couple mistakes that last game, throwing the picks and whatnot. But he's a rookie, right? That was only his second game. I'm not going to knock him for it. He doesn't need to get better. Yeah, he's going to get better. He's a rookie. But yeah, there's promise there. But I don't expect anything from them as of right now. That take has died because I did think Russell-led Giants team could at least do something. Obviously, they're not. So yeah, it is what it is, right? Then I got the Raiders. Another one of my takes just down the gutter. I got them at 28. Geno Smith, man, oh my goodness, he's so disappointing. All these picks, if you need a pick to happen, just put your money on Geno. He's gonna throw a pick sometimes more than one. It's insane, bro. And they just have so many weapons, yo. I just don't see how they're not doing good on all cylinders. They got an okay defense. Their head coach is a defensive mind, Pete Carroll. And then they got Ashton Zinsey, the best running back in the draft, right? Brock Bowers, arguably one of the best top five tight ends in the league. Like, come on, like put it together, bro. They just got to put it together. I don't know what's going on. They just got to figure it out. So I got the Raiders at 28. 27th, all the way down from the gutter. Kellen Moore finally got that first dub. Shout out to my boy, man. You already know he got all the love out here in Philly. Got us that ring. Obviously not all on his account, but he was a part of it, right? But yeah, got his first dub. Got his first dub. Ratliff looked, yo, he threw a couple crazy passes that game. I was like, oh, damn, okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing much really to say. It's the Saints. They needed to get a one on the board. They finally got it. So I'll bring them up to 27. And then right after them, I got Miami. Miami, oh my goodness, man, if you need everything to go wrong, it will go wrong in the Miami game. I don't know what they got going on. It's as soon as you think you can trust them, you can't. They just bring you right back down to reality. So I got them down here, and I think it's warranted, right? Then I got the Cardinals, man. I kind of almost put them in the same boat as the Dolphins, except they're a little bit more not even a little. They're a lot more functional than the Dolphins. Okay, obviously. Um, and obviously the Dolphins, they just a big part of it is they just lost their best weapon, offensive weapon, Tyreek Hill. But like, yeah, the Cardinals, I don't know what their problem is, man. It's just so inconsistent. They have spurts of like, wow, this could be a really good team, and then they just fall off. So 26, it's right. I think it's right. Then I got Cleveland at 24. Yeah, they finally wised up and benched Joe Flacco. That I mean, I was pretty adamant and like they just needed to not start Joe Flacco. I'd rather they started with Dylan and then you know, went to my boy Shador. Shout out to Shador. Hopefully he gets his turn here pretty soon. Dylan didn't look bad. He didn't look terrible, but you can obviously see they kind of constricted the playbook. He didn't. They didn't put him in any positions to make it so he was going to have mishaps. He did throw a touchdown pass. It looked really good. It was a dime, but you could tell how the way they were running the plays they were calling. They weren't going to put him in any positions where there were going to be a bunch of mishaps. You can kind of see the lack of not. I want to say the lack of trust because they do trust him obviously, but like again, he's a rookie. He's not like a number like first round draft pick. They're gonna tread cautiously, and you kind of saw it in the play calling. I'm not knocking Dylan. Great, looked good, almost won that game. But obviously, I'm a Shador believer. Am I saying Shador would have did better? I'm not saying that. I just want to see Shador play. I'm just leave it at that. 24 is right where they should be. Defense is amazing, but this is an offensive league, and they don't have that right now. So they got to figure it out. Texans have no faith in this team as of right now. They just beat a bodied, atrocious Ravens team with no Lamar pretty much, and no, they have so many injuries. But yeah, they did what they were supposed to do. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. They were supposed to kill that team, right? Granted, yes, the Ravens. We thought there's gonna be at least somewhat of a fight. There wasn't, and the Texans did not hold off. They blew them out, and they should have. Do I think like the for CJ Stroud? Not necessarily, but I think from here on out, they just needed that win, that additional win, get that confidence back. They still have a lot of problems with the O line. Offense is kind of shit, kind of sketchy as well as the defense. Defense looked really good actually last week, but again, they had Cooper Rush down. Like I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm good on that. I'm not about to just hop straight on. Oh, Texans top 10. No, I'm good. Just let's let them build a couple wins consecutively. Keep them here at 23. Right. All right. Then I got Atlanta at 22. They still have to instill faith in me because of that that loss to Carolina. It just left a bad taste in your mouth, right? And then it made Penix look crazy. Like so I can't fully commit to putting them higher. But yeah, they gotta go win. But I need to see more. All right, I need to see more. Kind of in the same boat as the Texans. I just need to see more. Right. So they're right there. They have too many good tools. They have so many weapons that they should be good. They should be way better. They approach in the draft. They approach a couple problems with the defense. They need to be better. They need to do better. So they just needed to mesh, and I need to see more. Then Baltimore. Oh my goodness. This is my Super Bowl pick, bro. My Super Bowl pick. My prediction was Eagles Baltimore. It's not looking like the case at all. But I'm not jumping ship. Obviously, I mean this just goes to show how much of an impact Lamar is on that team. I think the same thing would happen if you remove Josh Allen from the Buffalo Bills and then just put them out there. What do you think's gonna happen? They're gonna look ass. He's the team, and I think people forgot that. I forgot that kind of sort of because I'm like, okay, no Lamar, couple injuries, they'll be okay. Good coaching. Blah, blah, blah. No, they need they need that nigga out there, bro. It was bad. It was so bad. Yeah. So I'm gonna respectfully put them at 21. Okay. Lamar needs to come back. They need to get some wins under the belt, and then hopefully get them back to the top 10. Because I do not like the feeling of having them down here at 21. I just couldn't like the teams in front of them. I just couldn't put them ahead because like I'm just like they're not better. Like it's like these power rankings for me week by week, but also it's a projection, right? I just can't. The teams that are in front of them, I just can't see them being better than them next week with the matchups and whatnot. So like this is where they landed in my rankings, right? Like for instance, we got Carolina, right? Like Carolina, they got a really good come from behind win. They're starting to pick pieces together. I still don't have that much faith in them. Bryce Young has his moments where I'm like, what the hell are you doing, bro? But yeah, like I couldn't put the Ravens ahead of them because just based off what I've seen and what I'm projecting is going to happen, right? I just couldn't put them ahead. So I got Carolina at 20. There's potential there, obviously. They got a lot of injuries as well, but like what team doesn't, right? So We'll see what happens. We will see what happens with Carolina. But yeah, I think 20 is pretty good for them. Then I got Chicago at 19. Obviously they had a bye, so I couldn't really move them too much. So 19 is good. Excited to see Caleb play after the bye, coming off the bye. Um, yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see where they land. But I like them at 19. Now they got a big step up. Is Dallas. So oh baby, and this is coming obviously from an Eagles fan, right? Fuck the Cowboys, fuck the Commanders, fuck the Giants. But this is an unbiased, right? Dak looks amazing. Dak looks amazing right now. That offense is, bro. They don't have CD, bro. Like, yo, that offense looks crazy. Yo, they hit on the running back, right? Williams looks really good. George Pickens looks really good. Um, yeah, the offense looks amazing. I think Dak should be in MVP contention right now, or at least comeback player of the year. Actually no, fuck that comeback player. He should be in MVP contention right now again, and it's coming from an Eagles fan. I'm a diehard. Jalen is my guy. Like Eagles all my life. He should be in MVP contention right now. He's playing out of his mind, despite the record. That's probably the only thing that's going to hold him back. Yeah, he's just playing on all cylinders. He's doing everything they are asking him to do, and he's executing in every cylinder. Um, so I got much respect for Dallas right now. They got to do better. They got to keep stacking up these wins, and then they also need to beat a good team. They need to beat a. I gotta look at their schedule to confirm, but once they hit a certain threshold, I think I'll be able to push them way up, right? But yeah, this is coming after the fact that they traded their best player, and we didn't think they were going to be good at all. Granted, their record is what it is, but the eye test, like yo, they look like a team. Granted, it's the Cowboys. We know they get the regular season 12-5, whatever, and then they shit the bed in the playoffs. But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, as we should. They look good right now. Okay, so and this is again without CD, without Micah, like they look good. So I got them at 18. Possibly could have gone higher, but I just couldn't put them ahead of other teams that were healthier and are projected to do better, right? Like Minnesota, we got Minnesota here. Um, yeah, I mean Carson Wentz looks good in that system. The offense is ringing, the defense is ringing. I just couldn't put them any higher because we don't know how long. This is kind of like the Sam Darnold, where it's like, all right, he's winning, but it's like, all right, can he keep doing this? Like, is this a thing? So it's like, okay, Carson, he's winning. He's throwing 200 plus yards. He's two plus touchdowns every game. He's got 2 dubs under his belt. Are they going to bring JJ back anytime soon? And if they do, like, is he going to be good? I don't know. This is weird. Um, I don't know, but they're doing good. We'll see how they play out, but I think they're good. They're 17 is rightfully so for them right now. Then we got Denver. Okay. All right. I know they just beat the Eagles, right? And this again, unbiased, bro. If you go back and look at my other videos, I called it. Like I've been saying this since the beginning. Granted, it's been debunked a little bit because they beat us, but they don't beat real teams. Yeah, I get it. They just beat us. This is their first victory of a real team since the Sean Payne era, with the Sean Payne bonus era, right? This is their first time they beat a real team, right? And we're not counting the Kansas City Week 16 last year for them to make the playoffs. That was Carson Wentz and a bunch of tomato cans, right? So we're not counting that, right? They did just beat us, but I'm still standing firm. Like they just, I don't. There's so much bias in the media out there. Whenever these analysts and sportscasts give out their takes, like at the like they'll say, okay, the Eagles are bad because they can't put a game together. We'll have a real good first half, a real good second half, and then the other complimentary half is bad, or we just can't put a full game together. I see the same thing with Denver, but at the very least, at least we get the wins, and we know how to do shit in clutch time. Denver, like yeah, they just beat us. That first half, like they were terrible. They were terrible. I mean, granted, our defense was clicking, and then Bonix in that fourth quarter. Honestly, the first 3 quarters they weren't good. They weren't good at all. And then we just shit the bed. They came back. Boom, cool. But this isn't the first time they've done this, and it's something that's been apparent with them for a minute. They got the dub, which is why they're much higher on my power rankings now. Obviously, that defense is no joke. for sure. But we all know this is an offensive league. Defense doesn't win championships, but this is an offensive league, and they need more offense. They need more of an offensive presence. I need to see more from them. I need to see more from. I need to see consistency from Bo Nix. Sean Payton. Oh, that I'll give them that one. When Sean Payton went for that 2 point conversion over the field goal, I was like, they're trying to win this. They're not trying to go overtime. They're trying to win this, and it's beautiful. It was beautiful. Coaching matters, right? That was. I'm not surprised that Sean Payton, one of the great, like he's a GOAT, obviously, but yeah, he's at the helm. And that's the best thing they got going for him is the coaching. I just need to see consistency from Bo Nix and that offense, and then I'll be able to put them higher. But as of right now, I'm not one of those. Everyone's like, "Oh, Denver top five." Like, relax. Is relax. All right, relax. Okay, they beat the best team in the league. Do it again against slightly less team, right? You know what I'm saying? I gotta look at that. I gotta look at their schedule too, so I can see. Okay, the other team that beat the other undefeated team, Patriots. Okay, and if you go back to beginning videos of this season, I had the Patriots in the playoffs. It's finally, and I'm hitting the brakes too because I got them at 15. I don't got them top 10. Nothing crazy. But they're firing on all cylinders right now. That defense looking good. Drake May looks amazing. That was amazing. The coaching looks amazing. The offense looks amazing. Shout out to Steph, man. Shout out to Cardi. You know how we get. But yeah, they're looking really good on all cylinders. I got faith in them. They just need to keep stacking these wins. I'm not going overboard. I'm not saying Super Bowl. I'm not saying conference finals. I can't even really say playoffs. Well, though I did have them in the playoffs. We're gonna take it easy. We're gonna pump the brakes. Let me see it again. 15 is rightfully so. All right. I couldn't put them. I couldn't put Denver or the Patriots above Steelers, but it's weird because I have more faith. Well, I have not with Denver. I have more faith in the Patriots than the Steelers. Oddly enough, Steelers have the better record. I'm pretty sure, right? I don't know. They're just not clicking for me. I don't know. I need to see more. I need to see more from Aaron. Not to prove that he's a good quarterback or anything. I just need to see more from the offense and the defense, man. The defense is not enough right now. It's not the Steeler way right now. So I just need them to do more. 14 is really good though, right? That's playoff contention for the most part. Seattle, yeah, they dropped a bit, or a lot actually. Just the teams ahead of them, they've been looking better. Obviously they got the losses. They just need to do better. They need to continue to stack. They look good. Obviously, that defense looks amazing. Sam Darnold looks amazing. They just need to fix up on clutch time and get this shit together. But I, I mean, I didn't have them in the playoffs as of right now, but I think I do have them in the playoffs based off what I've seen so far and just projecting they're going to keep building up on their wins. I think they're going to be really good. I think they're going to be really good. So I got them at 13. 12. All right, we got Kansas City at 12. Um, yeah, they just lost, and it's to the point where we don't know what's going on. Mind you, I did kind of have them losing to Jacksonville because Trevor Lawrence is kind of clicking with that offense. Defense has been getting a lot of takeaways. Granted, they didn't do too much of that against Kansas City because Kansas City is Kansas City. But even though they lost, I'm still not taking. I'm not dropping them way down. It's Kansas City. Pat still looked good. Offense still looked okay. Defense kind of fell off a little bit there in the end. But shit, Kelsey looked good that game. Finally, shit. But yeah, they just need to do better. I'm not just gonna put them in the top 10 because they're the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously they are a dynasty, but yeah, they just need to do better. They're not playing Kansas City football right now. We're seeing glimpses of it within the past 2 games for sure. They're getting there. I mean, it's Kansas City. This is the beginning of the season, right? This is where we're going to have them towards the end of the season. They're going to be top five. They're going to go to the playoffs, and they're going to go to the Super Bowl. That's just what's going to happen. Um, Especially if Baltimore doesn't pick their shit up. But that's just what's going to happen. And this is the same story, right? This is nothing new. Right now, I have them at 12. Probably weeks 15, 14, I'm going to have them like top three, right? It's Kansas City. So I'm not worried about the Chiefs in the sense of I'm not worried about them not making playoffs, not being good. They're going to be good. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to be top five team in the league. They're probably going to make the Super Bowl, and it is what it is, right? So, but this is where I got them right now. Yeah, this team is real. I've seen enough. Um, I've seen enough. I'm convinced this team is real. The defense is real. The offense is real. Travis Hunter is insane. He's playing out of his mind. Um, Trevor, Trevor is putting it together. Okay, his weapons are low key carry. I hate saying that. I hate saying that. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say his weapons are carrying him. He's utilizing his weapons strategically and very well, as he should. Okay, he's putting it together. He's looking good. They need to continue it. I need to see consistency. I need to see lack of injury on his end, and I need to see them continue to stack up these wins. They're looking really good. Jacksonville's looking really good, but I couldn't put them top 10. At 10, I got the Commanders. I got to see them play without quarterback, without QB1, right? And now he's back. There were questions. Got the brace. Didn't matter. He looked really good. Jaden Daniels is him. Big Jaden fan. He's really good. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense still needs to pick up the slack, man. I don't know. A lot of these teams' defense, I mean, but it's the beginning of the season, right? Like I said, defense wins championships. Defense typically doesn't get truly developed towards until the mid-end season. But I still need to see more. I haven't seen much from the Commanders' defense. They need to do better. Offense is there. It's there. We all knew the offense was going to be there. As long as you got Jaden at the one, it's going to be there. There was questions with Debo, but Debo's been playing out of his mind. Um, yeah, they're good. I got them top 10 at 10. At 9, this was kind of a hard one for me. I was like flipping between the Commanders at 10 and the Chargers at 10, like flipping them. But um, yeah, just the eye test for me. That's what it was. Like, yeah, obviously the Commanders just won, but just the eye test of what I've seen. Yeah, they had that shitty loss and they had another loss, but just the eye test after this week, that aspect is going to bring them either up or down the eye test because at the end of the day you got to win. So after this week, it's like okay, they might drop if they lose again. Actually, they will drop, but like just strictly off the eye test and what I've seen, what I'm projecting, the Chargers, I got them at 9, right? So over the Commanders. Now the Niners did not have them top 10 last time. I've seen enough. That win, that was insane. Okay, I'm not gonna say, oh, they got lucky with the fumble. No, they fought their ass off with no one. You know what their plan was? Yo, CMC, where you at? Yo, that was the whole game, bro. And the defense carried as it should. Oh my god, Shanahan is insane. Oh man, they deserved that win. They fought for that win and they got it. And yeah, I got them at 8, man. Shout out to them, the Niners. They just need to be able to with Mac Jones too. No shade to Mac attack, but yeah, he killed it, man. He showed his grit. He was getting injured, came back in, didn't matter. Shrugged his shoulders. He was getting it, bro. Niners look good. I got faith in them. That division is looking kind of scary in terms of like all the teams are firing all cylinders for the most part. So they're gonna be fighting. So, but they're looking good right now. So if they maintain, I see them in the playoffs. Then we got Green Bay. Green Bay is Green Bay. I don't think I need to say too much about them. Everyone's high on Green Bay for some reason. I don't know. There's no shade towards them. I got them at 7. I know people that have them in top 5, even top 3. I just need to see more from the offense. I need to see consistency from Jordan Love. Micah, funny enough, hasn't produced the way I wanted him to. I'm a huge Micah fan, obviously. I want him to succeed. I just need to see more from him. I'm expecting more sacks. I mean, the pressures are there, obviously, but I just need to see more. I need to see Miles Garrett esque kind of play. And then I got the Rams. I was kind of fighting with the Rams. I almost had them at 8. I almost had the Niners in 6 and the Rams at 8 after the loss. But yeah, again, this is unbiased, bro. Like, okay, they lost, but like, again, the eye test. Look at the stats, and they played pretty good, man. They played really good. They just had that unfortunate fumble in the end. They gotta hold the ball. That was very unfortunate. They were gonna win. Messed up my tickets. It is what it is. But they still look really good. I mean, you look at the losses. They lost to really good teams, teams that are forming out to be really good teams. So I'm not low on the Rams. I think 6 is perfect for them. Matt Stat, I don't know that whole shit with his back. I think that was all a facade at this point. I'm like, yo, these teams just be putting out false info just to bait us. Like, he's he's playing like Matt Stat right now. I don't see anything wrong with his back. He's as mobile as he's been, right, for the past couple of years. So then I got the Bucks. I'm not super high on them, but everyone's like top three. Everyone's like top three Bucks. I seen a list where he was like in first. The Bucks were in first. Like they're just high on Baker, and I'm all for the Big Show. I love Baker Mayfield, bro. Oh, his story is one of the grittiest. I'll put it up there with Jalen's, bro. Like he had to fight through so much adversity to get to where he is now, just like Jalen. And it's beautiful, right? But in terms of pound for pound roster, I think they do have one of the best rosters in the league offensively. Defense is okay. They're really good at stopping the run. But they're injured right now. Again, this list is like projecting, players coming back, injury, blah, blah, blah. They have a lot of injuries right now. I got them at 5. They're doing as good as they are now with a bunch of one-score games, just like the Eagles, with a lot of injuries. So that's just a lot. That's kind of scary, right? So I got them at 5. Once certain players come back, I'll push them back up. Obviously, Mike Evans, Godwin, all of them. They come back, push them up. The rookie is looking like rookie of the year, right? Unless Travis Hunter has something to say about it, or Ashton Jinty if he finally picks it up, but it's not looking like I don't know. But yeah, they're looking really good. Scary team. What I want to see in the playoffs. They're looking really good, right? All right, like I said, we're in the top 5. At 4, I've seen enough. I've seen enough of the Colts. They know how to handle bad teams. You're supposed to blow them out. You're supposed to kick them in the mouth. They did just that. At one point, Anthony Richardson was out there. Like they were like, "Yeah, we're good." Danny Dimes, go ahead, go take a seat, take a lap. We're good. They look amazing. This is. I'm not gonna say Super Bowl contender. This is a playoff team. This is a team that's knocking on the door of like, yeah, we're going to the playoffs, and we're at bare minimum, we're getting a wild card dub. Like they look that good. They got so many weapons. Taylor's looking insane. Like, oh my goodness, they look really good. They look really good. Defense is really good. I lost my kicker. I got the kicker in fantasy. Man, I finally lost my fantasy. I was undefeated. Oh man, not to say it was all on the kicker's shoulders, but me not having the kicker, it hurt. So I was getting consistent, like 10, 11 points off my kicker because I had him. But it is what it is, right? But yeah, I've seen enough. I got them in top 4. They're they're insane. So I got them in the playoffs for sure. Buffalo, finally lost. Finally lost. But I've seen lists like, yo, I seen lists where they're out the top 10. I seen lists where they're like at 10. Most of the lists I've been seeing, and not to say like I base my list off everyone's list. I mean, I do like to compare. Just it's cool to compare. Well, like I've seen lists where they're like they're ranging between like 7 and 10. I'm like, yo, what the? We're just gonna, and I'm the guy that's like, yo, relax on Josh Allen, bro. I mean, yeah, he's MVP, but like, dude's talking about, so he's already in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, yo, relax. But like at the same time, simultaneously, like, yo, it's one loss, bro. Relax, yo. Don't drop them to 8, bro. They're one of the best. They're top 5. Relax, bro. Josh Allen is still at the helm. He's still doing him. They gotta lose something. They're not gonna go undefeated, right? Relax. Within division, that's supposed to be a hard game anyway, regardless of what team it is. Like, I'll never forget that. Like the Commanders have been ass forever. Let's not forget that forever. Eagles have been good for a while. Every time we play the Commanders, it's neck and neck. I'm not knocking them. You don't knock those games, okay? They are the hardest games you play. Yeah, every single time you play, they're like the hardest games to play. So like I'm not knocking those games at all. So yeah, I got them top 3 still. Pump the brakes. We're not dropping them out of the top 5. Chill out. All right, we got Buffalo at 3. And then at number 2, this is an unbiased broadcast. This is unbiased. I'm an Eagles fan. I know when I'm right. I know when I'm wrong. The Eagles are the second best team in the league right now. Based on what we've seen, what they produced, um, we're still the Super Bowl winners, right? That's going to carry us. We're the Super Bowl champions. That's going to carry us on a lot of these lists for as long as it can, right? We still got to stack wins, but that's going to carry us. We're the champions, right? We still have one of the best offenses in the league. We still have a coordinator that needs to put it the fuck together, obviously. We're not firing on all cylinders. Our defense kind of not kind of definitely shit the bed last week. They're gonna get it together. We're still putting it together, right? We're still the champions. We still have the weapons. We have the capacity to be the best team in the league. We are going to be the best team in the league. I got us going back to back. But as of right now, if we're not playing to the level that we should be playing in, we're going to have that, which is also scary because we are 4-1. Like we're 4-1 and we're playing like shit. Like yeah, that says a lot. We're leaving a lot of meat in the bones. We're gonna get it together, but we are not the best team playing right now. It's Detroit. Detroit firing on all cylinders. The defense, offense, the coaching, the quarterback. Go look at the stats. Look at the stat sheet of that last game. Holy shit! What the fuck? I think, and I thought I would never say this ever. I think Goff should be number one in voting right now. I think he should be. Question mark. Let me think. Let me think about that. I think it's Goff, right? It should be Goff. It should be like Goff. Yo, this is crazy. It should be like Goff, Daniel Jones, and Baker Mayfield and Dak. I think those are like the MVP talks right now. They should be because like just based on what we've seen so far, those are the four quarterbacks that are like, yeah. So I think he should be leading the pack. If not him, then maybe it's funny to say. It might be Daniel Jones, bro. Like, yo, he's playing out of his mind. But yeah, they look insane right now, man. Amon Ra's insane. Montgomery's insane. They're just insane on all. Hendrickson's playing out of his mind, and they're healthy. I mean, we knew this about Detroit. It was just the unfortunate circumstance of them being unhealthy last season, towards the end of the season, and then in the playoffs they didn't have all the weapons, right? Because of injuries. It sucks. Every team has them, but they're healthy and they're scary as fuck. Everyone thought they were going to fall off because of the lack of the coordinators. Dan Campbell said, I don't give a fuck. We getting these dubs. They are crushing teams they're supposed to crush. Okay, they lost to Green Bay. Cool. They gathered themselves. You're going to lose games, right? And yeah, they're the best team right now. They're playing the best right now. So we're going to have them at number one until the foreseeable future. Be sure to hit that like, hit the subscribe. Show me what y'all think about this list. Let me know in the comments who your team is, where I placed them, and how you feel about it. I'm expecting to be a lot of Birds fans here. Let me hear your unbiased opinion. Do you think we're number two? Do you think we're number three? Do you think we're top five? Or do you think, are you ignorant and think we're still number one? I mean, I'm all for that as well because you already know what it is. Go Birds, baby. Fly, go fly. Take it easy.